Thank you. Actually, last time when I took thermodynamics, the students were doing everything, calling, sending the link, meeting.
Yes,
It
sir.
is
Now it is recording.
okay, right. Okay, thank you. So we have horizontal plane, vertical plane, auxiliary vertical plane, and auxiliary inclined plane, and a plane perpendicular to both the horizontal and vertical planes, the reference planes, is called the profile plane. So usually the view on the profile plane is called as the side view. It can be left side view or right side view based on how you are looking at it. And the views on the auxiliary planes, they are called as auxiliary views. Okay, we will discuss them later. Okay, that is the way we divide them. And we have seen that if I,
Sir,
yes, tell me.
sir, slides are not
Actually, I am
visible,
not
sir.
showing any slide. Okay, okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
And just I want to tell in verbally, and then I will show you them. Okay, okay, I can show you that also
Okay, sir.
because last class already you have seen them. Orthographic projection of points, lines, planes, and solids we are going to learn. And to draw projections of any object, one must have the following information. There should be object, there should be observer, and there should be location of the object. So object, we have to give the description well defined. And observer always observing perpendicular to the respective reference plane, either uh, horizontal plane or vertical plane. And location of the object means its position with respect to the horizontal plane and vertical plane. As I told, with respect to HP, above or below, and with respect to VP, in front of or behind. So it forms 4 quadrants. Object can be placed in any one of these 4 quadrants. And it is interesting to learn the effect on the position of views, front view and top view of the object with respect to the XY line when placed in different quadrants. So if it is placed in the first quadrant, where is the front view and top view? Okay, tell me quickly, if it is kept in the first quadrant, where will be the front view and top view? Front view,
Front view above XY,
above
top view
XY,
below XY.
top view below XY. If it is kept in the second quadrant,
You above top
Both
view.
are above
Top
XY.
view below
Both are
XY.
above
both
XY.
front view and top
Below
view will be above XY. Okay. If it is in the third quadrant, front view
And you below.
below
XY,
XY,
Top view
top view above
top view
XY.
below.
If it is kept in the fourth quadrant,
Both are below
both
Front view
front view
below
and top view
view.
are below XY. So that's what I know. I want to know the relative positions. Okay. And then we have seen that a point can be only above or below. So if a point is above HP, what can I say about the views?
Front view above XY.
Front view above
Front
XY.
view above.
Yeah. If it is below HP,
Front
front
view
view below XY. If it is on the HP,
Front view on
front
XY.
view on the XY. So we are knowing the position of front view with respect to XY if I know the object with respect to the horizontal plane. Above, above, below, below. It is easy to remember, right? For object above HP, front view above XY. Object below HP, front view below XY. On the HP, on the XY. It's very easy. And coming to the vertical plane, it can be in front of or behind. So if it is in front of vertical plane, top view is
Below
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 X. Okay. So because it is turned down. Okay. And if it is behind,
above XY.
Top view
top view
above
above XY. On the VP,
On
top view
On
on the XY. Okay. So in front of, below, behind, above. Okay. So this you have to remember. And if a point is both on the HP and BP means the object is on
XY.
XY. So front view and top view also are an XY. So front view, top view, and the object, all of them get coincided for that particular position. Okay. So terms above, below with respect to HP, in front of and behind with respect to VP, like that. So when an object, so notations, top view, small letters, front view, letter with single prime, and side view, a letter with 2 primes. Okay. So for a line AB, A dash, B dash, A double dash, B double dash. So we are showing them in the quadrant. So if you are seeing like this, the whole xy seen like a point, which is origin of this 2D plane, and the vertical plane becomes like y-axis, horizontal plane becomes like x-axis. XY both coincide here. It is not x-axis, y-axis. The whole plane becomes like a line, and vertical plane completely becomes like a line. So it comes like this, and the observer sees either from the right or from the top. So you can see that if it is kept in the first quadrant, you can see front view in the top and top view below, and here front view comes top and top view also rotated up, and both A and A dash goes up, and in the third quadrant front view comes below and top view goes up, and in the fourth quadrant front view comes down and the top view also turns down. So both are below xy. So this is the way it happens. So that's what it is angling. If the point lies above HP, front view lies above xy, on the HP, on the xy, below HP, below xy, and the line point in front of VP, top view below xy, lies on the VP, top view on the xy, and the point lies behind the VP, P lies below xy. So you can see all the three types. So above HP and in front of VP, above HP and in VP, and point A in HP and in front of VP. So you can see the views. Okay. Now we go to the projections of straight lines. Okay, in the last exercise, we have seen that if I have 2 points, if I know the front view and top view of those 2 points, which are a little bit away from each other, and if I join the top views and the front views of the points, it becomes the projection of the straight line itself. Okay, so what are all the data I need? I have to project one point, so I have to know position of A and A dash with respect to HP and VP. And similarly, the other point also, if I know the positions of with respect to HP and VP, I can draw the projections independently for the points, but I have to know what is the relative distance between them. So I have to know the distance between the projectors. Then I can draw 2 lines, A dash I can put on one line, B dash on another line at a given distance between each other. Now joining A dash and, joining AB and A dash B dash gives the projections of the straight line. Okay, now we will see and we divide this into 2 exercises. Actually, if you see this 10th chapter, you will have one small exercise in between the chapter and one big exercise at the end of the chapter. So the first one we call it as lines 1, and the second one is lines 2. So this is the title of the sheet, whatever you are going to do when you are going to get the next assignment. The title of it is Projections of Straight Lines 1. Okay, so how can there be a straight line? Again, we will see simple position to complex position. The complex position is the line may be inclined both to HP and VP, inclined to both the reference planes. So if I want to draw that, I have to go from simple to complex. The simplest one is it is parallel to both the planes. Okay. Both the reference points means HP and VP. And the second one is parallel to one plane and inclined to the other. Okay, So here they will say another one also, parallel to one plane and perpendicular to another plane. Okay, perpendicular and inclined means the same actually. Inclination is 90 degrees if it will become perpendicular to the other plane. Okay. And the third one is inclined to both the reference planes. Okay, this is the way we classify them. And so we will see how the things will be. And some more notation we will talk about. One is TL, means true length of the line. Okay, so this will be normally given in the problem. Okay, sometimes may be asked by giving other data. And there is another thing called TVL, means top view length. And FVL means front. Okay. Then other thing what we have told, some other data is A from HP and from BP, and the other end of, so I am just taking AB as the line. It can be PQ, MN, or anything, right? So B from HP and B from BP, and there can be another variable called distance between projectors. And if it is inclined line, actually we call theta as inclination with HP and phi as inclination with V. So you have to remember all this notation. We are going to, that is A from HP, B from VP means actually A dash from XY and A from XY. And this is B dash from XY or B from XY. Okay. So these are different notations we use throughout the chapter and also later also. Okay, and so we have seen that actually in the previous problem, there are 5 data are needed: A from HP and VP, B from HP and VP, and distance between the projectors. If I am given 5 data, right, so I can draw the projections of the line. And so now I can change also. Okay, so instead of 1 data, I can be given another data, and then I be asked to find out missing data. So here at least 5 data are needed, right, to draw the projections. Okay, now if it is parallel to both the planes, okay, I will show my face instead of screen. Okay, you can see me, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So if you assume ground as the horizontal plane and the wall behind me as the vertical plane, okay, and so I have a straight line here like this. I have a straight line. If I keep the straight line here like this, and its true length is given from 75 mm, and if I see the front view, you are seeing this actually. So the image falls on the vertical plane. What will be the length of the front view?
75.
Yeah, equal to true length. Okay, front view length is equal to true length. And if I see from the top, the image falls on the ground or HP. So what is the length of the top view?
Yes, true
True
length.
length.
Okay, so both the front view length, top view length, and true length all are same. And its angle with HP and VP is?
VP is 90 and HP is 0.
No, both are 0. It is parallel to both the planes, right? So this is
Yes,
parallel to VP and also HP, parallel to both the planes, right? So theta is 0, phi is 0. When theta is 0 and phi is 0, it is parallel to both the planes. Its front view length, top view length, and true length are same. Only thing is, I have to know when I draw with respect to xy, how much height it is there from the HP and how much it is in front of the VP. Okay. And also I have to know whether it is in the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, or fourth quadrant. Based on that, I have to draw the projections. Am I clear?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so and it can be in the HP, it can be in the VP also. Then also it is parallel to both the planes, right? And it can be on the XY itself. Then also it is parallel to both the planes. So we will see how that can be drawn. The first problem in the exercise we will see. Again, I will go for presentation.
Sir,
Yes.
once again, please explain
Yeah.
with what phi and theta is making angle with.
Okay, now it is parallel. Suppose I just tilt it like this. Okay, just I think I answer. Okay. So now it is parallel to both the planes. Now keeping one end fixed, I rise the other end. So what happens now here? Is it parallel to both the planes?
No, sir.
No.
Make it
Theta will be
It
there.
is inclined to
horizontal.
horizontal plane with some angle theta, right? And parallel to vertical plane.
VP.
Okay, so that is parallel to vertical plane and inclined to horizontal plane. Now suppose instead of rotating like that, I rotate this way. Keeping it parallel to horizontal plane, I take it this way or this way. Okay, so what happens? There will be inclination to vertical plane, but still parallel to horizontal plane. Am I right?
Yes,
sir.
sir.
If I
Yes, sir.
move it like this. So that is inclined. If I keep just like this, it is parallel to both horizontal plane and
Both the
vertical
planes.
plane. Okay. Okay, now I will go to that. Present now. Enter screen. Share. Now it is sharing, right? Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now I go to this problem. Draw the projections of a 75 mm long straight line in the following positions. Parallel to both the HP and the VP and 25 mm from each of the reference planes. So I have to draw the projections. So what should I do? I have to draw the XY line. Okay, I have to be slash. So now I see this. Draw the projections of 75 mm long straight line in the following. Parallel to both the HP and the VP and 25 mm from each. So what should I do? I have to draw XY line. Okay. And so now the line comes 25 mm from each. So I have to draw AB, A dash, B dash. AB is the top view and A dash, B dash is the front view. And because it is not given in which quadrant it is, right? I assume it is in the first quadrant. Default is first quadrant, right? If it is given above HP, in front of VP or behind HP like that, I have to see, or behind VP like that, I have to see in which quadrant it is. And based on that, I have to draw the top view and front view. Okay. Now here, it is not given like that. It is parallel to both the planes and 25 mm from each. So what I do is, I draw maybe A dash, B dash above the XY like this. And I know that A and A dash should be on the same vertical line, right? Like this. And B dash and B should be on the same way. This is A projector and this is B projector, okay? And this also should be parallel. And at what distance this distance is 25 and this distance also is 25. And what else I have to show?
AB.
Yeah,
75.
AB and 75. 75 I can show at the top or bottom. Okay, so I can draw like this. So like that I have to draw. Okay, this is the way I have to project it. I have to show A, B, A dash, B dash, and I have to join them, and I have to show all the distances that are given. Any doubts?
Sir, lines joining the both parallel lines should be
Yeah.
light, right?
Yeah. Here A dash, B dash, and AB should be dark because they are the objects. Okay, and the projectors must be light. AB, this line. Okay. Okay, this must be dark. This must be dark. And this is medium thickness. And other lines are light lines. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is the way I have to do. And parallel to and 30 mm above HP and in the VP. So again draw XY line. So where will be AB and where will be A dash B dash?
AB on the top.
A dash, B dash on top.
A dash B dash on top and
Yeah, A dash B dash should be above XY. At what distance?
30 mm.
30. And what about AB?
on XY.
On
On
X.
XY. Okay, on XY. That's all. So I have to draw like this. So this is A, B, A dash, B dash, and show this length, and then show this length. That's it.
Sir?
Yes. Tell me.
Sir, for the first case and second case, we didn't mention the distance between vertical plane as a 25 mm, sir. But you are drawing same like before one, sir. In this case,
Previous one, what did I have shown 25 from each, isn't it?
you have shown only from horizontal plane, sir.
It's not the question of horizontal plane and vertical plane. In the drawing, there will not be horizontal plane and vertical plane. There is front view and top view, and distance of front view and top view from XY I have to show. In the question, the distances will be given from the planes. In the answer, I have to put them from the views, from the XY. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So here 30 mm I have to show and 75 mm I have to show. What is the distance 30? It is given 30 above HP. Actual physical line is 30 above HP. Because of that, the front view is 30 above XY. So that 30 I have to show. So where that goes to? The 30 goes to front view from XY. And it is given in the VP. So the top view will be on the XY. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, yes.
Okay, the other people need not answer. The person who doesn't understand, he has to tell. Okay. Okay, shall I proceed?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll go to the next one. Parallel to and 40 mm in front of the VP and in the HP. So how will it be? So what about the,
A dash,
we
B
talk
dash
about
on
the front
XY?
view only. Front view, where will be the front view?
On XY.
On XY. And top view,
Below.
Below XY.
Below
how much?
XY.
40 below
40
XY.
mm.
40 below XY. Okay,
Yes,
I
sir.
need not draw it, right? So you can draw that. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So then again I will share the screen. Okay, stop sharing. now parallel to HP and inclined to VP. We will see parallel to HP and inclined to VP. So, sorry, parallel to VP and inclined to HP. Not necessary. Actually, logically, you can, what you are studying, right? I have to draw all the four things like we have done in the projections of points. Now it is not needed, right? So if you want, we can draw, but unnecessarily it wastes time because that is the first exercise. I told all the four possible positions, and in the question also it is given all the four possible positions. Here it is not asked like that. If it is not given, and if it is not asked, you always safe to assume it is in the first quadrant. Okay? What Mausam? Okay, now it is parallel to vertical plane and inclined to horizontal plane like this. So what happens as I am rotating this way? Okay, that's what I want to see. Okay, and when I am rotating like this, okay, now I have A dash B dash on the VP and AB here. And as I am rotating, what happens to the front view?
No change.
Is the length changed?
No change.
Length is not changed, but I see the angle of the horizontal plane in the front view.
Yes.
Am I right or not?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Angle of the horizontal plane theta will be seen in the front view. It is front view should be inclined, but the length is same. Length is same, but it shows the angle whatever is given in the HP. So this also you remember, angle with the HP will be seen in the front view. Angle with the HP will be seen in the front view. And okay, what happens to top view? Initially full length. As I am taking like this, the projector, it gets shortened like this, isn't it? The projector gets shortened. Okay, initially this is complete length. As I am taking up, so this projector drawn from here like this. So this comes near to B. Okay, okay, this is A, and suppose this is B. The point B moves towards A, and when it is perpendicular, this B and A coincide. When I see in the top view, B and A coincide. Am I right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So that's what you observe and may understand it, right? So when it is inclined to HP and parallel to VP, its front view length is not changed, and the angle with the HP is seen in the front view. And as the length is, as the angle is increased, the length of top view decrease and decrease. When theta is 90 degrees, the top view length is 0. The top view length is 0. Okay, so these are the observations you have to make. And if you see the locus of B dash, okay, the A is fixed. The locus of B dash is, it can be, I am rotating like this, so HP angle is changing, keeping the angle with the VP 0. So if I see all the possible positions, the locus of B dash on the VP is a circle. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Like this. And the locus of B. So what happens locus of B? Locus of B is parallel to XY. Okay, it moves, and when I am rotating like this, this moves in and out like this. And full length, and gradually it becomes 0. When I take it this side, again full length will come. Okay, it is moving parallel to XY. Okay, these observations you have to make. I will show it now here. I will again share the screen. Anything you don't understand, please ask me, right? So this is these things are very important. Okay. So initially when it is parallel to both the planes, like this. So this is A dash, this is B dash, this is A, this is B. Okay. So like this I have when it is parallel to both the planes. Now this is rotated like this, okay, with some angle theta. And it can be anything. This is the locus of B dash. So as theta is changing, so the B dash position may change like this. And B initially here, now this comes to this point. And if it is rotated up to here, the B comes here. So top view length gradually decrease. When it becomes perpendicular, here we write B comma A, because when I see from the top, okay, when I see from the top, B point is seen and A point will be hidden under the B, okay. So B is seen and comma A we will write B comma A like this. Okay, this is the way it happens. Okay, so top view length decrease as theta increase. And okay, locus of B dash is a circle of radius equal to, tell me,
Length of it. True length.
true length. Okay, and locus of B is parallel to xy. So B moves like this as B dash is rotating. Okay, and so initially it is true length, and always top view length is less than true length, and front view length is equal to true length. So top view length gradually reduces as theta increase, it becomes 0, right? When theta is 90. When theta equal to 90, top view length is 0. It becomes. Is everything clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So and another thing is theta is seen in the front view. Okay. So this is also called as true angle. Later I will say why I call it as true angle. So true angle. Wherever true angle is seen, that view equal to true length. Wherever true angle is seen, that view is equal to true length. Okay, 0 I don't call it as true angle, just it is parallel. Okay, so wherever theta or phi is seen, that particular view length will be true length. The other view will be shortened length. Is every point clear here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If this is clear, I will say this is actually parallel to VP and theta angle to HP. This is the case. So it can be other way also. Similar conclusions I will make there. Okay. So if it is parallel to HP and what is the angle with the VP?
Phi.
Phi. Okay. And phi with VP. So if I draw like this, XY. So initially assume it is parallel to both the reference planes. So this is A dash, this is B dash, and this is A, and this is T. Okay. So where will be phi seen?
Below XY.
In the top view. Okay. So this will be rotated like this. Okay. And this will be phi. And so this can be anywhere like this, will be rotating. And as it is rotating, if this is the new position of B, the new position of B dash will be here if phi is given like this. If phi is increased, so the B dash moves like this. If phi is 90, this comes here, and again, if this will be B dash, and here I have to write B dash comma A dash. Okay. Always Okay, remember again, always observer stands away from xy. Either he sees from this side or he sees from this side. Okay, because when the horizontal plane is rotated down, the observer also comes down and see from the below. Okay, and this he comes, he sees like this. Okay, to always observer stands away from xy. Either that side he will see, from here he will see. So when I am seeing from here, B dash is seen, A dash will be, sorry, this is D only. Okay, B is seen and A will not be seen. So B dash first and A dash later, like this. Okay, again the same thing. Whatever we have written there, all those comes here, and front view length is equal to true length. Sorry, front view length is less than true length, and top view length is equal to true length. So when true angle phi is seen, the top view length is equal to true length, and front view length is always less than true length, and the locus of B is circle of radius true length, and the locus of B dash is parallel to x. Okay, like this. Okay, all these conclusions you remember. Now we will see some problems. Okay. Again, I will share the screen. And you can see the screen, huh?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Just stop presenting. Now you can see the screen.
No, sir, not till
No,
now.
sir.
No, sir, no change.
Before
No
it
change,
was
sir.
okay, sir.
Please present again, then we will see.
Your entire screen. Okay, sure. Now it's okay, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now we will see this. Incline at 45 degrees to VP. What is this angle?
5.
Phi. Phi is equal to 45 degrees. And it's one end in the VP. In the HP. Okay, in the HP means what is theta? 0. Right? So it is parallel to HP, right? So in the HP means parallel to HP. So it is parallel to HP and inclined to VP. And it's one end in the VP. Okay, if it is in the HP, what I can conclude from here?
Front view is on here, XY.
Front view is on XY. So that is A dash, B dash on XY. Okay, and it's one end in the VP means, okay, that end
EVL.
we assume it as A or B. A I will take. A in the VP means
Is also on.
A on XY. Okay, so these are the things given. Both angles are given. See, again, 5 data are there. Both angles are given, 45 degrees and 0 degrees. And distance of A dash from XY, B dash from XY, A from XY are given. Total 5 data are given. Am I clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now I will do that. Draw XY line. And for all the problems, the common data is true length 75. True length is 75. Okay. So A dash, B dash on XY. First I can draw that. So A dash, B dash. So on XY completely. And it is inclined at, sorry. Here it need not be true length, right? It is inclined at 5 to 45 degrees and theta equal to 0 degrees. Okay, which gives me true length?
Top view, sir.
Top view.
So wherever I see the 45 degrees I will see in top view.
Top view.
So top view gives me true length, and front view will be shorter. Okay. Now I will draw here, and so I have to draw two projectors. Okay, I draw two projectors, and where is A and A dash? And the data.
XY. On
Both
XY.
are here only, right?
Inside.
Both coincide A comma A dash. Okay, and B, I cannot draw the line actually. Okay, I don't draw this line. I draw this, A comma A dash. Okay, that's enough. And so where will I see the true length? In the top view, and top view angle is 45 degrees. Am I right? So I can draw top view angle 45 degrees. Okay. This is 45 degrees, and I can fix B here. Am I clear?
Yes,
And
sir.
where will be B dash? B and B dash should be on the same line, and B dash is on XY. Okay, so draw projector from B, and wherever it intersects XY, that
That is
gives me B dash. Because now you can see A dash, B dash is on XY, and AB is giving me true length at true angle 45 degrees. Okay, so these are the, so I have to darken this line and this line. And what are the dimensions I have to show?
AB data.
45 degrees already I have shown. I have to show 75 true length. Okay, so this true length I have to. And here, how to show the true length? If I draw like this, okay, the dimension line is cutting the projector. Or you can do one thing, you can erase this extra projector and you can draw this side dimension line. Okay, and even otherwise you can draw extension lines like this, and you can show 75 here, because extension lines can cut, but dimension line should not cut any line. Okay, that you have to remember. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we'll see another problem. Okay, inclined at 30 degrees to HP, and its one end 20 mm above it, parallel to and 30 mm in front of the VP. Okay, so what is 30 degrees?
Theta.
Theta equal to 30 degrees. Inclined 40 in the HP. In the HP means
Front view.
front view is in XY. And it's one end in, is it the same? Okay, sorry. I am seeing first problem and second problem both. Okay. Okay, inclined at 30 degrees to HP, and it's one end 20 mm above it. Tell me, what is the meaning?
20 mm above.
So which point I have to write?
Front view. Front view is about 20 mm.
A dash 20 above xy. Okay. And parallel to and 30 mm in front of the VP. So parallel to VP. Parallel to VP means phi equal to
0.
0. That is AB parallel to xy. And this is shorter. Whichever is parallel, that is shorter. Whichever is angle, that is 75, or true length. And it is 30 mm in front of the VP. So AB is parallel to xy, and 30 in front of VP means
30 below.
30 below xy. Okay. So like that I have to remember. So I draw xy, and first I draw a projector. So what is that I can show here? A and A dash. A dash is 20 above xy. Okay, this is A dash. This is 20. And where is A?
30 below XY.
30 below xy. Okay. So this is A and 30 below xy. What else I can do? AB is parallel to xy, right? Like this. B must be on this line. And which gives me true length?
AB.
Front view.
A dash B dash should be middle, and theta should be seen in the front view. So
Front
draw
view.
a 30 degrees line. And what is the true length?
75 mm.
75. So you can get B dash here. So where will be B?
Straight down.
Yeah, straight down. Draw the projector. Wherever it meets this will be B, because AB should be parallel to xy. Okay, so this is 75. So I have to show this 75, this 20, and this 30, and this angle 30 degrees. According to the dimension conventions, you have to show. Is that clear? This is the way we have to go about it. Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Because later lines inclined to two planes, I have to combine this data, that data, and all. So unless you are very clear about this, there will be difficulty later. Okay. Now we will see the next one. Inclined at 60 degrees to the VP means what is it?
Phi
Is equal to 60 degrees. And it's 1 and 15 mm in front of it. So one end is A, suppose. A is 15
below.
below. In front of means below. A below X. And parallel to and 25 mm above HP. So parallel to HP means AB parallel to XY. Sorry, A dash B dash. Okay. Because it is parallel to HP, A dash B dash will be parallel to XY. And so because phi is 60 degrees, top view length is equal to true length. And this AB parallel to XY and above HP. Above HP means A dash B dash is
25 mm above
25 above XY.
Above X.
Okay, so like that. So you draw XY. Again, you try to get A and A dash first. So A is 15 below. So this is A, 15 below. And A dash, because A dash B dash is 25 above XY, parallel, right? So A dash is here, 25. So A dash B dash is parallel. B dash should be on that line. But 60 degrees here, from A, I have to draw 60 degrees line. And here the true length will be there, right? Top view length is equal to true length. So I put B here. So where will be B dash? Draw the projector.
Above.
Yeah, wherever it is to meet, this is B dash. So I have to show this 25, 15, 60, and the true length 75. I have to show in the figure. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is the way a line inclined to one plane and parallel to the other plane is to be drawn. Okay, now if it is perpendicular, that is one of them is 90 degrees. Okay, so what happens? So just to understand, when it is 90 degrees, so perpendicular to one plane and parallel to the other plane, right? So wherever it is parallel, the view on that plane will be true length. But whenever it is perpendicular to one plane, what is the length of the line?
Point.
Point. Okay, so that's
Zero.
what we see here. Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay, here we will see perpendicular. Yes,
Sir, I had a doubt, sir.
yes.
Is,
Ask me. Right.
Sir, the angles that we were drawing, sir.
Yeah.
For example, 30 degrees. When it was above, we took the 30 degrees to be above the XY direction. How do I know if it is above or below? Sense here, for example, 60 degrees is
Everything here, I am assuming it is in the first quadrant, first of all.
right. Yes.
Okay.
No, I meant the line that we drew. 60
You can,
degrees.
yeah. That's true. Yeah, whatever you asked, it is right. Okay, I can draw that 60 degrees downward or upward. It doesn't matter. Both are right, as long as it should not cut XY line.
Yes.
If it cuts XY line, B goes into another quadrant. Now B and B dash are B dash above XY, B below XY. Okay.
Yes.
If suppose I draw up 60 degrees upward, so where will be B?
Above XY.
Above XY. So B and B dash will be above XY, and so B will be in the second quadrant.
Yes, I understand.
That is right only if it is not given that everything is in the first quadrant. So that must be given marks. Okay, all data are satisfied, right? So if it is indicated somewhere that assume the line in the first quadrant, then you have to do only this way. If it is not given, you have the freedom. You can draw 60 degrees upward also. Am I clear?
Yes, clear. Sir.
Yeah. That's why if you remember in the last exercise, points when we have drawn, 45 degrees is to be drawn, but he has given that B comes above XY. That's why we have drawn that 45 degrees upward, right? If I know where B should come, then I have to draw in that particular way. Otherwise, I have the freedom to draw either downward or upward. Now the case of perpendicular. Perpendicular to HP. Perpendicular to HP means
theta 90.
Theta 90. And this should show full length. Okay. So wherever I draw 90 degrees, that length, where will the 90 degrees comes? Front view or
A
top
dash
view?
B dash.
A dash B
Front
dash.
view.
So front view length is equal to true length.
Full.
Okay. And 20 mm in front of the VP. Because what will be the front
Below
view
XY.
actually? What will be the front view now? It's only
Point.
Point. How to know the point, where the point is? So that is 20 mm AB, 20 below XY, right?
Yes.
And
Sir.
it's one end 15 mm above HP. Means
Sir,
A dash, yeah.
A dash. 15
no
above
explain.
In front of VP means below XY, right?
Sir, it is in the VP. In the VP, sir.
In front of the VP. Perpendicular to
Sir,
HP.
First question.
First question. Okay, I have to take it out at least. Okay. Perpendicular to HP, 20 mm in front of VP, and it's one end 15 mm above HP. Okay, one end 15 mm above HP means A dash 15 above
XY.
Okay, so first I have to draw XY. And one thing you remember is A, B, A dash, B dash, everything will come onto the same projector when it is perpendicular to one of the plane. Okay, everything will be on the same line. Am I right or not? Because top view is a single point and A dash, B dash is perpendicular to XY and all come to the same line. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. So now where is AB? AB is a single point 20 below XY. So 20 below XY, AB will come, and this is 20. And so I have to draw A dash B dash perpendicular only. Where will it come? A dash is 15 above XY. So you fix A dash. This is 15. And from here, you take 75. So B dash will come here. So if I want, I have to show this as 15 and this as 75. And this is 20. Like that. And if you put B dash here, I have to put here B comma A. Because if I see from the top, so B comes first and A comes later. Is this answer clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So if I by the side, if I write the interpretation of each data, it will be easy for you to draw.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Yes.
Sir, here, how do we know that P? Okay. How do we know that P is above? P dash is above A dash.
Yeah. That also we don't know. Actually, I can take 75 downwards and I can take here. Is it clear? Whatever I told previously, the same thing happens. If I take B dash down like this, so B and B dash will be below XY. It is in the fourth quadrant. B goes to fourth quadrant.
Yes. Unless mentioned, otherwise both of them are.
Yeah, if it is not mentioned, you have to assume that it is in the first quadrant. So first quadrant means B dash should come above XY.
Yes.
Okay, so that is the way we have to. Yeah, good question actually. That otherwise both of them are right. So we will see another problem. Perpendicular to VP means
Phi is
Phi
90
is 90 and 25. Okay,
Fuel length is equal to true length.
Yeah. This the top view length is equal to true length, and this is perpendicular to XY. Okay, and 25 mm above HP.
A dash, B dash.
So what will
above
be the
25.
front view? What will be the front view?
Point.
point.
So front view length is
Point.
0, right? So A dash B dash. This is 25 above HP means 25 above
XY.
XY, and its one end is in the VP means A. Okay, A in the VP means
On X.
in X.
On XY.
In
On
XY.
XY.
Yeah. So now if I draw, again I draw XY line and I draw a single line like this. And I know that front view length is 0, a single point, and that is 25 above XY. So I can fix. So this is A dash, B dash, this is 25. And I will get AB on this line. And one other point I can fix where it is in XY. So this point is A. And AB is 75. So I have to draw 75 here. So this is B and this is 75. So I got A, B, A dash, B dash. Okay. So I have to darken this point A dash, B dash, and AB also I have to darken. That's all. And I have to show all the lengths. And here that 90 you cannot show. Only thing is you can just show by as it a perpendicular like that. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, one more. Perpendicular to HP. Perpendicular to HP means
Theta 90.
Theta is 90.
theta 90, and front view length is true length.
True.
True.
So top view length is 0 point. Okay, and in the VP,
On
in the
XY.
VP means AB on XY. This top view is on XY, A and B on XY, and it's one end in the HP. So A dash on
XY.
Okay, like that. Again you draw like this. So A, B, A dash all are on XY only, like this, and B dash true length, so it should come above like this. So this is B dash, this is 75. Okay, so that is the way we have to draw. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, is there any particular order in which we have to write A, B, and A dash? Like they're all on the same point. So.
Okay. So here particularly, just we have to see which will be seen first and which will be seen later. This is B dash. Okay, this is A dash, and AB comes here. So B you write first and A later. Okay, like this. Or B comma A dash can. Okay, this A dash can be at the beginning or at the end, but the B should come first.
Okay, sir.
Right. Okay, now we will see it for the problems. A 100 mm long line. Okay, what is given this? 100 mm long line means? True length. Okay, true length is equal to 100. Is parallel to and 40 mm above HP. Okay, so it is parallel to HP. So must be inclined to VP. Okay, so parallel to HP means which view will be parallel to XY? So which is 0? Which angle is 0?
Theta.
Yeah, theta is 0. And 40 above HP means A dash, B dash,
B dash above
40
XY.
above X.
Above XY.
Okay. And then the two ends are 25 mm and 50 mm in front of the VP. Means A 25
below
XY and B 50 below XY. So which will give me true length?
Top view.
Top view.
Top view gives me true length. Top view length is equal to true length. So this is the thing I have to make out first. Okay. So draw XY line. Okay. So I can draw A projector like this. So can I fix A and A dash? Can I fix A dash and A?
Yes, sir. A dash is 40 above XY.
A dash 40 above. So A dash 40.
20.
A?
A is 25 below.
25 below. Right? It is written whatever is written there. Okay. 25. And now what can be made? B dash, because theta is 0, A dash, B dash parallel. B dash should be there. I cannot know anything there. And what about B?
B is 50 below XY.
50 below
50
XY.
below. But where it is? So I can draw
Let us assume
draw like this. Okay, 50 below, I draw a line. And which gives me true length?
Top view.
Is equal to true length. So AB is true length. A is already known and it should be on this line. So what I do, I take 100 from A, I cut this line with 100. So I got B. So where will be B dash? Whenever I know one point, I draw projector. Okay. And I know that B dash should be on this line. So B dash. So this is the way I have to go about it. Is it clear? Everything?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I think this can be left. Okay, problem 3. Okay, now you tell me what are the data. Tell me. 90 mm long line.
Phi is 0.
First 90 mm long line means
Yes, sir. True length is 90.
True length is 90.
true length is 90. Then 25
Phi
mm
is
in front
0.
and parallel to and 25 mm to the phi equal to 0.
0.
Phi equal to 0 means AB parallel to XY. And how much distance?
25 below
A,
XY.
AB
A
25. 25
below,
below or
below,
above?
below,
Below.
Below
Because instead of it is below. Its one end is in the HP means
A dash
is on
A
XY.
dash on XY.
on
A
XY.
dash.
While the other is 50 above HP.
B dash
Other
is
means
50
B.
above.
B dash
B dash.
50.
50 above XY.
Okay. Similar to the previous problem. Okay. There A and B are given. Here A dash B dash distance from XY is given. So again you draw the line. Draw projector for A. A dash is on XY. It is given A dash. And A, because AB is 25 below XY. So A I can put here 25. And AB is parallel. And coming to B dash is 50 above XY. So I draw a line 50 above. And which should give me true length?
Top view.
Top view.
Top view is parallel, so it is
Front
shorter.
view, sir.
Front
Front
view.
view.
Front view. So A dash B dash is equal to true length. I know A dash. I know that B dash should be on this line. So take 90 and cut it. This is 90. So where will be B?
Straight
Exactly. Once you get B dash, you draw the projector. And
Yes,
I
sir.
know AB is parallel to XY. So wherever these two cut, that is this. Okay. This is the way you can get it. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So problem 4. The top view of a 75 mm long line. So what is the 75?
True length.
True length.
Measures 55 mm. What is that 55?
Top view length.
Top view length. Yeah, 55. So it is shorter means this must be parallel to XY. Whichever is shorter, that will be parallel. Whichever is angular, that gives me true length, right? So front view length will be true length. Okay, the line is in the VP. So in the VP means
On XY.
Top
AB
view on
it
X.
is on XY. AB
AB
on XY.
XY. Because it is parallel to XY, how much distance? 0 distance. And its length is 55. Its one end being 25 mm above HP. Means A dash
25
above
mm
XY.
above XY.
Oh. Now you draw XY line. Okay, draw a line. So where will be A and A dash?
A dash
AB on
25
XY.
above XY.
Yeah, AB on XY. So A is on XY. A dash
25 above.
25 above.
25.
So this is 25. And AB is parallel and it is short. How much? 55. Okay, I can.
55.
So this is 55. Okay, where should be B dash? B dash should be on the projector. And what is the length of front view?
75.
75.
So take 75 and cut it. So you will get B dash. Finish. Am I right? You have to darken AB and A dash B dash. Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And this is 75. Like this. So problem 5. the front view of a line which is inclined at 30 degrees to VP means
30.
phi equal to 30 degrees. Is 65 mm long. What is that 65?
True length.
True length.
True length.
No.
Front view length is equal to true length.
Yeah. And the front view of a line inclined at 30 degrees to the VP is 65 mm long. So front view length is
front view length.
65. So here the construction of the line you have to see. The
The
front
top
view of
view
the
length
line.
will be equal to true length.
Yeah, 30 degrees to VP means where is it seen? 30 degrees in
From
the
the
top
top
view,
view.
right?
Top
So
view.
top view is inclined at 30 degrees. So this gives me true length. And front view length is shorter. Whichever is short is parallel to XY. Okay. Draw the projections of the line when it is parallel to and 40 mm above HP. So what is the distance of the front view?
40 mm.
40 above XY. That is A dash B dash 40
above
XY. Its one end being 30 mm in front of the VP. VP means small a. 30 in front of means below.
Below.
A dash.
Okay. So again you draw XY line. Draw A dash. And where is A? A is 30 below. Okay. A is 30 below. A dash B dash. A dash B dash 40 above XY.
40 above.
Yeah, here A dash, this is 40. And which is parallel? Front view is parallel. And A dash B dash is parallel. And what is the length?
65.
65. Okay. So I cut it by 65. This is B dash. And where will be B then? It should be on this line.
Projector.
Okay. And
30 degrees.
sorry, front view length is 65. Okay.
So 30 degrees phi. So we cut it.
Yeah. 30 degrees. With 30 degrees, I have to cut. So here, this is B. And sometimes you may be asked to find out what is the true length of the line. What is the true length of the line? No, I have to measure it. I have to measure. This is the true length, right? Whatever top view, okay, that is true length. Whichever is inclined, that is. And he may ask what is the angle of the line. Phi is 30 degrees. It is given. Okay. It is 30 degrees. But true length is not given in the problem. You may be asked to find out what is true length of the line. Only front view length is given. Right?
Can we use maths and find out, sir?
No.
Trigonometry.
No calculator. No calculator at all.
Only scale.
Everything with geometry only. With measurement only, you have to give it. Okay?
Oh.
You should not use calculator and calculations. Only measurements.
Yes.
Okay? If it is asked, then you have to draw like this and show this. And I think previous problem also like that. No. It is given. True length is given. Okay, like that I have to do. Problem 6. Okay, I think there are 2 lines here. A vertical line AB is vertical. Okay.
Went to the next problem.
Previous.
Yes.
So you changed the question.
Any problem?
You changed the
Problem
question,
six, sir.
sir.
Problem number 6 is
Problem 7, sir. We were in the problem 6.
Okay. Right. Sorry. Problem 6 is not done. Okay, right. A vertical line AB, 75 mm long. AB is vertical.
Theta 90.
Theta 90. So theta 90 means A dash B dash true length. Okay, which is equal to 75. AB is point. Okay, and where will it be? It is given that it has its end A in the HP, means
A dash is on XY.
A dash on XY. and 25 mm in front of VP. So small a is
AB below.
25
A below X.
below.
Below X1.
Okay, first we will draw AB line. Okay, it will be like this, and A dash is on XY, so A dash is here, and B dash should be vertical, and it comes above only, right? So 75. So I take B dash here, 75 length, and so where will be A and B? A is 25 below XY, so A 25. So B also will be here only, B comma A. Is it okay? So this is the way AB can be drawn. Now AC, a line AC 100 mm long, so true length is 100 mm, is in the HP and parallel to the VP. Means it is parallel to both HP and VP. Okay, so A dash, C dash, AC are both parallel to XY only, and its length is 100. So I know A and A dash. So can I draw C and C dash? So take 100 length, it is C. Take 100 length, it is C dash, like this. So AC and A dash, C dash I got. Is that clear? It is parallel to both the planes and its length is 100. So front view length and top view length of AC is 100 only. So I got A dash, B dash, C dash, everything. And what else is asked? Draw the projections of the line joining B and C. So what should I do? I have to join BC and B dash C dash. BC is already drawn here, and B dash C dash comes like this. And then determine its inclination with the HP. So where will be its seen? Angle of
A dash, C dash, B dash.
A dash, C dash. Okay, this angle I have to measure, and I have to write it here, whatever it is. Okay, and I have to write here also. I have to print it. The angle of line BC is so and so with HP. So many degrees with HP, like that I have to write. Is that clear?
Yes.
Any doubts?
సార్ సి నుంచి మళ్ళీ చెప్పండి సార్ ఏసీ నుంచి.
Okay, AC is 100 length, and it is parallel to both HP and VP. That is simple, no? When a line is parallel to HP and VP, front view length, top view length, and both are parallel to XY and they are equal to true length. So I already have A and A dash. Okay, so from A I draw a parallel line, from A dash C dash parallel line. This is the 100 and this is 100. So I will get this. Okay, so AC and A dash C dash I will get. Is it okay?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, that is the way. And now it is asked to draw the projections of line joining B and C. So top view of B and top view BC I have to join. Front view B dash C dash I have to join. So those two will be the front view and top view of line BC. Now you see that BC is parallel to XY. So it is parallel to VP. And it is inclined to HP because B dash C dash is inclined. He is asking what is the inclination of the line with respect to HP. So this particular angle I have to measure and I have to show there and write here. Okay?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. There is one last problem. This is practical problem. We will see here. Two pegs are fixed on a wall and they are 4.5 meters apart. So I have some two nails on the wall, suppose. Okay, so the distance between them is 4.5 meters. So if you assume one peg as A, another peg as B, okay, so the distance between them is 4.5 meters. So on the wall, what will it be? One is A dash and another is B dash, right? Am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And they are on the VP.
Yes,
They
sir.
are on the VP. So on the VP means its top views will be
On XY.
on XY. So A and B will be on XY. A dash B dash will be above XY some distance, and the distance between them. So what is that distance? 4.5 meters. Is it true
True
length,
length.
partial length, or top view?
True length.
True length.
True
True length
length.
is 4.5 meters. Okay, and it is given that the distance between the pegs measured parallel to the wall is 3.6 meters. What is that?
Front view length.
Yeah, it can be front view length, or you can say it is distance between the projectors.
Yes.
Am I right? Along the wall means along the XY. Okay, below the wall, I have the corners, isn't it? So the length along that is 3.6 meters. So because top views will come onto the XY, the distance on the XY is 3.6 meters, which is the distance between projectors or top view length is equal to 3.6 meters. Okay. Now, if one peg is, okay, I will write here. So true length is equal to front view length is equal to A dash B dash is equal to 4.5 meters. And AB is equal to 3.6 meters. Okay. And if one peg is 1.5 meters above the floor, means
A dash lies
Above
1.5.
A dash 1.5 meters above
XY.
XY. And find the height of the second peg and the inclination of the line joining the two pegs. Okay. So find the height of the second peg means B dash from XY I have to get. And also the inclination of the line joining the two pegs. That is, I have to get theta, or A dash B dash with XY, angle of A dash B dash with XY. Okay, now I draw this line, and line of A dash, and where will be line of B and B dash, because the distance between projectors is 3.6 meters, right? So here A will come, here B will come. This is 3.6 meters. And where will be A dash? 1.5 above XY. 1.5.
Sir, A dash, sir.
Yeah, sorry, A dash. So where will be B dash? A dash B dash length is given. How much is? 4.5 meters. So from here with 4.5 meters, if I cut it, I will get B dash. And what is asked? This distance.
B dash.
This is one distance is asked. B dash from XY. And the another thing is this theta. These two are asked. You have to find out. And only one thing. Here the particular difference is all are given in meters. You cannot draw 4.5 meter line and 3.6 meter line. So for that, what should we do?
Scale change.
I have to scale it. Okay. So what is the scale?
1 centimeter equal to.
So I can say 1 centimeter is equal to 1 meter.
1 meter.
Or in ratio, what should I do? 1 is to
100.
Okay, 1 centimeter equal to 100 centimeters. So I write like this. And so I have to say 3.6 centimeters, 4.5 5 centimeters like that. But when we show this, okay, I have to show 4,500 like that. Okay, 1,500. I have, because here I write everything, all dimensions are in mm. I have to show like that. Actually, scale also I have to write in the nameplate. We will write scale 1:1 for all the problems. Whenever one problem is different, for that particular problem, I have to draw guidelines and write scale is equal to 1:100. Okay. So like that, I have to write scale separately for this particular problem. And in the nameplate, we write scale is 1:1 for all the problems. Is it clear? And so I have to find out this distance and this angle, and you have to show here this distance and angle, and also I have to write the answers. The second peg is so and so height from the XY. So many.
Sir?
Yes.
Sir, can it have two answers? Means the distance BB dash can have two values, one greater than 1.5 and one can be less than also.
How can it be less than?
Sir, means if the angle theta is inclined.
But it cannot be below ground, isn't it? This is actually ground and this is wall. Am I right? If I draw like this, right? It goes below the ground. The nail or peg cannot be underground, right?
Yes.
Sir,
Yes,
kindly
sir.
mention what to write in scale in detail, sir.
Okay, scale 1:100. Only you have to write. And here the height of the second peg, whatever it is written, the height of the second peg from the ground, you can give from the floor, right? And inclination of the line joining the pegs is equal to so many degrees. These three you have to write.
If scale is written 1:100, so we should write 45 instead of 4500, no?
Instead of 4.5, I have to write the actual length in mm.
Scale doesn't affect it. Okay.
It is scaled length. Here I am writing it, right? 1 centimeter equal to 1 meter.
Okay.
If you measure it, I will get 4.5, but actual length is for the 4,500.
Okay.
Is that okay? Okay, this is the way you have to draw. Yes.
For the nameplate for our assignment, sir, could you just show what exactly we have to mention in that?
Okay. Yeah, that actually I have to tell you. So what you do is you write the name. Okay, you write the roll number. You number the title. Okay, you write the sheet number, and you write the date. Okay, before date you write scale. Scale 1:1 in general. Okay.
Okay.
And date. Okay, so these things you write in the nameplate. Sheet number 1, 2, 3, like assignment number. Okay, and the title for this projections of line 1.
And sir, this nameplate has to be there on each, like we are doing it
Not
in A4
each,
sheet.
okay, at the beginning you show or at the end you show.
Okay.
And
sheet
okay, one
number
more
would
point
be-
also, and one more point also, for each problem you give the problem number with a circle like this. Okay, 5 like this, 3 like this. For each problem you write it with a small circle around it.
Sir, if subsection is there, like 7A, then how do we?
You just put the 7A and put a circle like this. Or
Okay.
7A1 also will be there. 7A2 also are there. Okay.
Thank you.
Or for all the three in that, you can give 7A. You need not put 1, 2, 3 again. 7A, there are 3 problems. All the 3 you draw at the same place.
The very first assignment we have already submitted.
Yeah,
So-
okay. I will consider it, no problem. Because before telling it is submitted, no, I will not consider that. No problem. Okay.
Sir,
So here,
the assignments. So, when will we be getting the corrected versions? There are any mistakes.
I will give it some time. It will take, because I have to do so many things.
I see.
I will try to get it. Because usually I don't give it to PhD students or MTech students. Many people give to those students and they will correct it, but they will not tell where it is wrong and why. They will just put 7 marks, 8 marks like that. So if I see it, I can see. You also want to see, right, where they are the mistakes and all. I want to see where the mistakes are, and then I will announce it so that you won't repeat the same mistakes. So usually the printing of letters and the darkness or lightness of the lines and the arrowheads must be uniform everywhere. The 3:1 ratio, length 3 mm and width 1 mm. Okay, so and make it neat. Okay, that's enough.
Yes.
Okay. So this completes actually the assignment 3. All these problems are from the exercise 10th chapter, exercise A. It will be in between the things. Anyhow, I will send it. Problems are here, and also you can see from the textbook. And you see the textbook problems also. You see which is dark, which is light, how the dimensions are given. Right? All those things you can observe. What is the conventional way? Okay, so you just recollect all these things because when you go for the lines 2, right? So I combine these concepts of when a line is parallel to HP and inclined to VP and parallel to VP and inclined to HP, I combine this data when it is inclined to both the planes, what happens. Okay. Is that okay?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, in assignments, we only have one PDF. So, sir, instead of sheet number, can we write assignment number only?
Actually, sheet number usually in the drawing sheet, it is written as sheet number. It is assignment number only. Okay, it's
Okay,
not
sir.
the page number.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sheet number means otherwise you can write assignment.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, regarding the first assignment,
Yeah.
the third question, the question was construct regular polygons.
Yeah.
That is the pentagon, hexagon, heptagon,
Yeah.
and octagon
Yeah,
of
the
the
same
side
figure.
equal on the same figure. He
Yeah.
didn't mention any method, so can we do it with protractor and scale or the specific method which you mentioned?
No,
in
no, no.
class?
Method I have described how to draw it. You draw with any instruments, no problem.
So protractor and scale is okay.
Yeah. You can
Thank
use
you,
any
sir.
instruments, all your instruments.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Only one problem I asked to draw a pentagon using only compass and scale. Just to indicate that all circles are to be drawn with arcs and all, and then you have to get it. All other problems you can use any instruments, anyhow. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, then shall we have a story?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is a real inspiring story. You might have heard about her, Arunima Sinha. Anybody heard about the name?
Yes, sir.
Recently, she became very popular, and whenever something happens in Ramakrishna Ashram and all, she comes and participates in the programs, and she talks in inspiring way. Okay, she was born in Ambedkar Nagar near Lucknow in Uttar Pradesh. Her father was an engineer in Indian Army, and her mother was a supervisor in the health department. She had an elder sister and a younger brother. Her father died when she was 3, and her sister's husband started to take care of her family. And Arunima liked cycling, football, and also was a national volleyball player. She wanted to join paramilitary forces. She got a call letter from CISF and faced her life-changing incident while traveling to Delhi in its response. And Arunima Sinha boarded the Padmavati Express train at Lucknow from Delhi on 12th April 2011 to take an examination to join in the CISF. She was pushed out of the general coach of the train by robbers wanting to snatch her bag and gold chain. Okay, there was some robbery there, and when she resisted, she was pushed out of the train. And recounting the incident, she said, "I resisted and they pushed me out of the train. I could not move. I remember seeing a train coming towards me on the other track, right? And I tried to get up. By then, the train had run over my leg. I don't remember anything after that." Actually, later she has written a book also. In that she has written some tens of trains have gone over that leg. She could not move. And for many hours she was lying there, bleeding and becoming weak. And she could not move from there. And so she immediately, as she fell on the railway track, another train on a parallel track crushed her leg below the knee. She was rushed to the hospital. So in the morning, some people moving around, they have seen her. They have taken to the hospital with serious leg and pelvic injuries and lost her leg after doctors amputated it to save her life. Otherwise, she would have, because it will got septic and all, and she would have died otherwise if it is not amputated. So on 18 April 2011, she was brought to the All India Institute of Medical Sciences for further treatment, spending 4 months at the institute. She was provided with a prosthetic leg free of cost by a private Delhi-based Indian company. While still being treated in the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, she resolved to climb Mount Everest. And she has that zeal from the beginning, and somehow she wanted to climb the Mount Everest with prosthetic leg. She was inspired by cricketer Yuvraj Singh, who had successfully battled cancer and other television shows like to do something with her life. And actually, she wanted to commit suicide on the way, when she was on the bed. And her brother, one of the brother, actually, he inspires her. In spite of such a horrible accident and all, still you are alive means God wants you to live for some reason, right? So you have to stand for that. And she excelled in the basic mountaineering course from the Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, Uttarkashi, and was encouraged by her elder brother, Om Prakash, to climb Everest. Arunima Sinha climbed Island Peak, 6,150 meters in 2012 as preparation for her ascent to Everest. And she and Susan Mahot, a ESF instructor, who had together climbed Mount Chadar Singaria, 6,622 meters height in 2012, under the guidance of Hendrik Paul, started their ascent of Mount Everest. After a hard toil of 17 hours, Arunima Sinha reached the summit of Mount Everest at 10:55 a.m. on 21st May 2013 as part of the Tata Group sponsored Eco Everest expedition, become the first female amputee with prosthetic leg to scale Everest. She took 52 days to reach the summit. She wrote a small message thanking the Almighty on a wrapped cloth and pressed it in the snow. Recounting the incident, she said, "It was my tribute to Shankar Bhagavan and Swami Vivekananda, who has been an inspiration throughout my life." And she contacted Bachendri Pal, the first Indian woman to climb Mount Everest in 2011. So she met her. And when she met Pal and Arunima told her story to her, Bachendri Pal said to Arunima, "My child, you decided to climb Mount Everest in these situations with prosthetic leg. And you had climbed, achieved Mount Everest, my child. Now just the date is remaining to the world to know." The UP Chief Minister said that Sinha has created history due to her hard work and determination by climbing Mount Everest. She was congratulated by the Indian Sports Minister Jitendra Singh on her achievement. And Arunima Sinha is now dedicated towards social welfare and wants to open a free sports academy for the poor and differently abled people. She is donating all the financial aids she is getting through awards and seminars for the same cause. She gives a lot of lectures outside, inspiring lectures. And whatever money she gets, she is using for that purpose. The academy would be named Shahid Chandrasekhar Vikalang Khel Academy. She wrote a book she has written. It is with me. It's a beautiful book. It is Born Again on the Mountain. She was awarded Padma Shri, the fourth highest civilian award of India in 2015. She was awarded Tenzing Norgay highest mountaineering award in India, same as Arjun Award. So that is the achievement. So in spite of such an incident in the life, and all her dreams are crushed to nothing, and you can understand how much she has to struggle to face that success. And she didn't stop there. After climbing Mount Everest, Arunima Sinha's next goal was to climb all the 7 highest peaks in all the 7 continents. These are called 7 peaks. So many people have the target of going for all the 7 peaks of the 7 continents. She covered 6 peaks, that is in Asia, Europe, South America, Australia, Africa, and North America by 2014. And she submitted Mount Elbrus of Russia, elevation 5,642 meters, and prominence 4,741 meters, and Kilimanjaro of Tanzania of elevation 5,895 meters, and prominence 5,885 meters. On 4th January 2019, she climbed the 7th peak in Antarctica and became the world's first female amputee to climb Mount Vinson. Okay, so this is the greatest achievement. She didn't stop. She continued fighting and struggling. And she says, set your goals high in life and don't stop until you reach there. And she says, hardship often prepare people for an extraordinary destiny. And on top of the world at the Mount Everest, she says, disabled are not the ones who are physically disabled. In fact, disabled are the ones whose thoughts are wounded. Those who give up in life are the ones who are disabled. Okay, that is the great story of Arunima Sinha. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. See you in the next class. So you can stay
Thank
back if you want to ask anything else.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, one thing we wanted to know that these assignments which we are submitting,
Yeah.
will they be used in any kind of grading or means?
Yeah. These are all for internal marks. 30 marks, internal marks are from these assignments. It
Okay,
is
sir.
like
So what we should
no, it
bother
is
about?
like normally when you have lab class, whatever you draw there, you will submit it and we are going to correct, and those sheets actually carry 30 marks. These are equal to those drawing sheets.
Okay, sir. So what should we bother about in these assignments, like perfection in drawing arrows and dimensions, all those we should take care of.
All conventions you have to know, and you have to know the logic of answering, because later in mid exams and final exams, same problems will come there.
Okay,
So
sir.
these are like assignments for a regular subject, and you are going to get your mid exam and final exam if you do well in the assignments and preparation, right? In the same way.
Sir,
Sir.
sir,
Yes.
what will be the syllabus for minor one?
There is no minor one, only mid exam and final exam. Okay, nothing like minor one and minor two, because this is considered like lab. For labs, there will not be any minor one, minor two.
Okay,
Is it okay?
And sir, please can you give an example of what could be the reason of deducting some marks in like these assignments?
Okay, maybe I don't know. Maybe neatness and some mistakes here and there. Mainly these dimensioning, these conventions, those things only. Because if all people do right, all people get good marks. Mainly variation comes in mid and final exams. Here there
Okay,
isn't much variation, but mainly because I have to give some variation, some neatness, some conventions only. Here and there 1 or 2 marks.
Yes, yes. Sir, I was asking because many students of our section
Yeah,
were
yeah, okay.
typing on that group.
Yeah. Because these are the first assignments and all you are writing, you are worried. And
Yes.
as you go for the second year and third year, you will just be careless many times.
Okay, thank you.
Could you give a trial chance for us as for this first assignment?
What's that?
Sir, means you say only what mistakes we did. Don't cut them. I mean to say, this is the first time, no sir. We don't know where what gone.
No. Okay, that's what I will make
You-
announcements. What are the general mistakes people have done? Okay, so if you lose 1 or 2 marks, it is because of that. If it is possible to, I don't know. Till now, I didn't correct online assignments and all. If it is possible to write comments there, I'll write comments there.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, like this assignment or maybe the next one, whatever assignment like you get as the most ideal one, could you like share it with the rest of us so we know that, okay, this is what is expected of us?
Okay.
Because we are not sure.
Yeah. Whoever gets maximum marks or something, I will share it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir?
Yes.
Actually, ND but has a lot of information and what to study, sir. There is a lot of thing. And regarding what class you are...
See, whatever is given before orthographic projection, right? Don't worry much about those things. And actually, there is a chapter on scales, there is a chapter on curves and all. So they are not in the syllabus. You have to know only the conventions of dimensioning. Okay, a little bit convention, whatever we are doing. There are so many conventions, but we won't come across in your engineering drawing course. So later for machine drawing, building drawing, for those people, they have to know more about those dimensioning conventions and all. So simply, as I told many times, okay, you have to follow the distances that you have to maintain. That is the extension line 1 mm and our extension line after dimension line some 2 mm, and the thickness of the dimension line, extension line, and the dimension that you have to draw, it should be the above the line, center of the line, and 1 mm gap should be there. And the arrow should be 3:1. And mainly dimension line should not be cut by any other line. right? You have to be careful about that. That's all. These things are sufficient. You can just go through, just to have an idea. So you can go through that particular chapter I told, third chapter, I think, lines and dimensioning, lines, lettering, and dimensioning. Only that particular chapter is useful. So the chapter on scales, curves, and all those things are not needed.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So, sir, for the first assignment, will you use it for grading or just will tell the mistakes?
No. I will cut some marks because otherwise, what is the use?
Yes.
Okay, there should be
Yes,
some
but someone typed that in the chat box.
No. I will. There will be some marks will be cut. Only then you will remember why the marks are cut.
Yes, that is the reason.
And otherwise, I need not go through the assignment. If I give all 10 marks for everybody, I need not go through the assignment.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, all the best. Good luck. Okay, see you again in the next class.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Welcome. I don't know how to stop recording. Anybody is there?
Hello, sir.
How to stop recording? I am not getting this icon here. Anybody knows?
Click on three dots at the right bottom, sir. You will have one option.
So that's what I have. This is not highlighted. It is coming. A meeting is being recorded like that, and rec is coming, and I could not click on that. Nothing is happening. It is not highlighted.